Flying Dutchman travel to Adrian. That game is now a 5 p.m. start. So whether you go down to Adrian for that game or game is now a 5 p.m. start this coming Saturday.
Good evening, basketball fans. It's Steve Binnig alongside Carly Van Swoel on the campus of Hope College inside DeVos Fieldhouse for tonight's matchup between the Trine Thunder and your Hope College Flying Dutchman. Carly, good matchup as we're about to hand it over to our in-house announcer, but very quickly, anything you want to say as we get started here? Anything about these two teams?
Yeah, Hope comes in 17-4 overall and 10-0 in the MIAA, while Trine comes in at 11-10 and 6-4 in the MIAA. Trine's defense has been really strong these last two games, so that's something that we're going to have to look out for. Hope's been slow to start the past few games coming off of Christmas break, and so if this Trine defense is going to keep up with their tough defense, it's going to be an interesting game tonight.
Thank you, Carly. And for now, we'll hand it over to our in-house announcer for tonight's starting lineups as well as the national anthems. But don't go anywhere. We'll be back on tonight's call. See you soon.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask you to please rise. Ladies and gentlemen, to honor America with the singing of our national anthem, please welcome Hope College sophomore, Miss Ellen Disher.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Ellen Disher. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the DeVos Fieldhouse here on the campus of Hope College for tonight's men's varsity contest between the Thunder of Trine University and your Hope College Flying Dutchmen. Here are tonight's starting lineups. First for Trine at 1 forward, a 6'3 sophomore from Centerville, Ohio, number 10, Kyle Dotson. And at forward for the Flying Dutchman, a 6'7" senior from Hudsonville, number 5, Cody Stivey. At one forward for Trine, a 6'3" senior from Sacramento, California, number 35, Suzuki. And at forward for the Flying Dutchman, a 6'5" sophomore from Fort Wayne, number 30, Teddy Ray. Starting at center, State Junior from Ottawa Hills, Ohio, number 34, Ellis Cummings. And at center for the Flying Dutchman, a 6'6" senior from Canton, Ohio, number 20, Harrison Blackledge. Starting at one guard for Trine, a 5'11" senior from Corona, Indiana, number 1, Addison Daub. And at one guard for the Flying Dutchman, a 5'10" junior from Holland, number 3, Dante Hawkins. And at the final guard spot for Trine, a 6-foot senior from Indianapolis, Indiana, number 3, Will Dixon. And at the final guard spot for the Flying Dutchman, a 5'7" senior from Rockford, number 11, Chad Carlson. Trine University is coached by Brooks Miller. Hope College is coached by Greg Mitchell. Your officials this evening, Mr. Chad Palmer, Mr. Jordan Jarrett, and Mr. Jeff Spadowski.
Welcome back. We're getting ready for the tip. Hope will be sporting the all-orange tonight. Trine in the navy blue and gold. And like Carly was talking about earlier, a good matchup on our hands. I know I always say that, but this one's due to be special. Hope's still undefeated in MIAA play. Every single team that comes into the Voss Fieldhouse, they want to, especially with the season that Hope's having, and you get all the lights, the cameras, the action. Big crowd here tonight on a Wednesday, as it seems always at DeVos. And we just, on our hands, we're going to have a really good match tonight.
Yeah, Hope is currently leading the MIAA, and they lead Calvin, who's in second place right now, by 3 games. So if Hope clinches the win tonight, no matter if they lose all the rest of their conference games, they will still tie for first place. So this is a huge game for first place right now.
The Ellis Cummings and Cody Stivey for the tip, and Stivey wins that handedly, and right away it'll be Dante Hawkins to bring the ball up for the Dutchman. He kicks to Teddy Ray on the near wing. Stivey up top, finds Blackledge, far wing. Carlson thought about the 3, now kicks out to Stivey. Stivey straight away, goes down low to Hawkins. Hawkins will take it up strong with the left hand. That one's in and out, but rebound by Teddy Ray. He takes it up strong off that backboard and misses everything. Rebound by Trine. And now it'll be Will Dixon, the star player for the Trine Thunder. See if the Dutchman can't shut him down tonight, but he goes right side with the right hand, takes it up off the glass. That one won't go. Coming in for the rebound, and eventually it's going to come off of Blackledge, I believe. And it will be an inbounds play coming up for Trine.
Yeah, on Saturday, Trine beat Adrian 65-42, and Dixon had 16 of those points. And with this Trine defense, they held Adrian scoreless for 7.5 minutes. So it'll be interesting to see how Hope reacts to their defense.
Yeah, Dixon 0 for 2 from the field early on, but you see Cummings' size really just towering over everyone there for the tip out, and it'll give Trine the extra possession. Here's Dixon as he faces up Hawkins. Goes down low to Kyle Dodson. Dodson goes to work on Teddy Ray, who finds Cummings. Dixon goes out, fakes left, goes right, kicks it down to Cummings. That ball comes loose, and Hawkins eventually is going to collect. Now looks away a couple defenders and kicks to Stivey on the far wing. Stivey fakes right, goes left, drives to the basket, goes up with the left hand. That one's in, rolls around, and then drops. So Cody Stivey, my apologies, kicks off the scoring here tonight for the Dutchman. 2-0 here, Hope, about 1 minute and 15 in, and we're underway here in Holland.
A good post-up move by Stivey. Normally we see him on the fast breaks or getting the putbacks on second chances. We don't really see him use his post moves as much, so good move by Stivey.
Trying the other way. That was Dodson going to work on Teddy Ray, who just absolutely rejected him. But again, on the fast break, Carlson looking for the lob pass inside the Blackledge, who couldn't handle it. And we're also going to get our first substitution, so a couple wild events here early on. That's number 42, Jared Bishop, coming in for the Thunder, as Cummings will find the bench for the first time this evening. Dixon for Trine with the right hand top of the key. Good ball movement here around the perimeter by the Thunder. Now a chance here in the corner. That's Bishop. That one well short, and Stivey able to collect the rebound. Hawkins brings it across. Teddy Ray, top of the key, will look over his options. Goes down low to Blackledge, cross court to Hawkins. Hawkins steps back for three. That one won't go. Rebound tipped around by Stivey and eventually falls out of bounds as Teddy Ray was hustling it down but couldn't get there in time. Dish up to the bench very quickly after that short spell, and it'll be number 44, Miles Copeland, into the game for the first time.
This is one of the first offensive sets that we'll see Trine run.
That's Copeland down low, goes to work on Blackledge. His first opportunity want to go, second opportunity swatted off the blackboard. A nice play there by Harrison, and Carlson eventually gets the outlet pass and will reset the offense on the other side for Hope. Stivey straight away, kicks to Ray, goes down low to Blackledge. Blackledge takes out on his pivot foot, goes opposite to Cody Stivey for three. That one won't fall. Blackledge fighting for the rebound, but Copeland will drag it down and gives it off to Dixon. Quick chance for a 5-on-4 here for the Trine Thunder. Good ball movement three for Dodson. And yes, Kyle Dodson is true from the near wing, so good looking breakout there by the Thunder as they jump out to a 3-2 lead. Harrison Blackledge thinks about the three twice. Kicks out instead to Chad Carlson, has to gather in the corner, closely contested there. And looks like he stepped out of bounds. I can't see over the Trine bench as they all jumped up, but that's what we're seeing there. So lots of energy coming into the gym, Carly, from Trine. And Hope looking again, usually, per usual I should say, a little bit sluggish, but we'll see if they can't turn that around as we move along.
That's the kind of defensive put in. Trine comes in, they're 6-4. They got nothing to lose. They knock off this Hope team. They're known as the team that knocked off the best team in the conference right now. So for Trine, this is a huge win and a huge morale boost for their team.
Absolutely, as Will Dixon now comes right side, kicks off to Adam Suzuki, but he's rejected there. Is that Cody Stivey or Harrison? I was looking down at my papers.
It was Stivey.
Yeah, Stivey. So Stivey, Harrison definitely racking up the blocks here early on. They both have a couple. See if that continues as the night goes on. Inbounds play coming up here for the Thunder. Dodson gathers the inbounds pass. Goes to work on Teddy Ray, and we're going to get a walk here, so turnover there for Trine. Shot was no good anyways. Either way, the ball is going to the Dutchman. Carlson will bring it across the timeline. Just over 16 minutes here to go still in the first half. We've only seen 5 points in this contest. Blackledge catches on the perimeter. Goes down to Teddy Ray, kicks inside to Stivey, lost his dribble, and then kicked to Hawkins, and eventually, amidst the confusion, it was kicked away by a Trine defender, and now will go out of bounds for an inbounds play for Hope.
And if you're Stivey, you got to be careful. You're a big man. It's really hard to bring it down low. You're told since you're young to keep the ball high, and especially if you know that double team's going to come, I don't know if it's a smart move to put the ball down, take that power dribble.
Absolutely. Carlson inbounds, finds Hawkins, who kicks to Teddy Ray. That one looks good, is good. Teddy Ray holds up the three at the bench. Good looking shot there for the sophomore from Fort Wayne, Indiana.
And Steve, you wanted Teddy to show up today, and it looks like so far he's doing that.
Absolutely, has a couple great defensive plays, seems a little bit more alive than he has these past few games. Copeland on the other end. That one's good from about 15 feet. So Miles Copeland making his presence felt off the bench. Good looking stroke there from the sophomore out of Toledo, Ohio. Hawkins the other way, lost her dribble, picked it up and find Harrison Blackledge up and under move. We know it so well from Harrison. There it is again. Just an athletic player down low. Nice body adjustment there from the senior from Canton. Dixon on the other end, he'll get to work. So Will Dixon getting to work as well. Just like that, we have a tie ball game at 7-7.
And I think one of the most exciting things watching all these games is just seeing Hawkins grow, and as a point guard, you see how he dished it on the last possession down to Harrison Blackledge, and just how much he's grown as a player throughout this season.
Absolutely. That three from Blackledge missed everything, so Trine will get a chance here to jump out to the lead. Copeland on the far wing. Kicks back to Suzuki. Suzuki finds Dobb, who goes down to Dodson. Dodson's blocked there by Teddy Ray, so Teddy Ray again with a couple blocks. Copeland grabs the rebound, but instead leaves it short off the front rim, and Blackledge then pulls it down and kicks outside to Hawkins. Hawkins now surveys his options. Straight away to Blackledge. Blackledge across to Carlson, finds Teddy Ray up top. Now Hawkins far wing, inside to Blackledge. Blackledge faces his defender, that's Copeland on him. Now he goes to work, goes right hand, now left hand. Nice up and under move, that one won't go, however, a little strong. And then on the ensuing rebound, reaches in, so Harrison Blackledge will pick up his first of the night. That's our first foul of the ball game here with 14-19 to go in the first half.
Harrison Blackledge has done better, but early on in January, he was really struggling with foul trouble as we see him sub out right now, and Dennis Towns will sub in for him. But he's got to be careful. He's one of our big scorers. On Saturday, he scored 24 points leading this Hope team, and he's a huge asset to this team that this Hope guys need on the court right now. So he's got to be smart, and you got to know you're not going to want to waste one of your fouls 95 feet away from the basket.
Absolutely, you're 100% right, Carly. Langston Johnson's into the game for the Trine Thunder. Shot up here from Dixon, that one won't go. And Dennis Towns with a towering rebound. Nice play there by the sophomore. He kicks to Dante Hawkins. Hawkins goes to work, nice move. The rebound won't go. But there instead is Dennis Towns towering above everyone. And now the ball movement to Mitch O'Brien. Open three, and he is true. Mitch O'Brien knocks it down. What a rebound by Dennis Towns for that second chance effort. Unbelievable stuff from Dennis Towns.
And Dennis Towns out with a foot injury last year has just come out and really improved each game that he's been in. So super exciting to see him make a big play like that.
100% Carly. Now here's Copeland wide open underneath the basket. Don't know how he got away, but he'll lay it in. 10-9 here in favor of the Dutchman. Carlson brings it across. Finds Towns straight away. He'll opt out to Hawkins. Stibey going to work down low. Takes it up with the left hand. That's a strong-looking basket from Cody Stibey as he lays it home. 12-9 Dutchman.
Another great post move by Stibey.
Got that right, Carly. Lob pass inside. That one is tipped away as number 34, Ellis Cummings, couldn't come down with it. And Stibey will inbound.
It's still early on in this first half, but I think this game's been a physical game, and the refs are letting these guys play. So it'll be interesting to see if they keep it this rough throughout this half and in the next half, or if the refs start to get a little bit more whistle happy.
Here's Mitch O'Brien on the other end. He kicks to Jack Carlson, spots from three. That one a little long, and rebounds pulled down by Addison Dobb. Dobb the other way. Johnson comes across to Dodson, who finds Dobb. Shot fake. Got Mitch O'Brien in the air. Good ball movement here from Trine. They're not looking with their shooting. Dodson will take it all the way. That one off the glass won't go, and Dennis Towns with another strong rebound finds Carlson for the outlet. Chad brings it across the timeline. Nice backdoor feed there to Mitch O'Brien, who kicks out to Hawkins. Now Stibey in the corner thought about the shot, puts it back on the floor and takes it up strong, and he's fouled there. Cody Stibey kind of got caught in between two thoughts. However, he'll get away with it and go to the line to shoot two.
One thing that Hope's done really well this entire game is the ball movement. Holy cow, the passes are just been on point this entire night, and so props to Hope for really working on that and just really using that today.
My apologies, that foul was actually on the floor, and Stibey will inbound. Hawkins now top of the key, finds Towns. Towns fakes right, goes left, brings it back to Stibey. He spots up from three. That one won't go, missed wide left. Rebound by Johnson. Johnson now bringing it across. He's met there by Mitch O'Brien. Kicks back to Dodson. Dodson now finds Dobb. Dobb comes across to Suzuki. Suzuki back to Johnson. Suzuki now near wing. Back to Johnson up top. Thought about the shot. Kicks off to Dobb. Dobb for three. That one looks good. Good looking stroke there. And we're all tied up again at 12. Hawkins to Towns and now to Carlson. Carlson looks over his options and opts to swing it out the other direction. Mitch O'Brien back to Stibey. Finds Carlson. Now Towns top of the perimeter. So perimeter offense here from the Dutchman. And now Carlson gets a wide open look. That one's short, but grabs his own rebound. As the long rebound comes right to him, he slaps the ball in frustration. Uncharacteristic for him to miss his first 2 3-pointers of the night. It's a blessing to have a player on a team where you can say that. Hawkins now will drive. Kicks out to Mitch O'Brien. O'Brien from three. That one's short, and rebound by Dodson.
And Carlson totaling 172 career three-pointers after the game against Adrian on Saturday. And so this leads him in second place for Hope of all time behind Joel Hosted, who currently has 181. So we could see Chad Carlson breaking a record pretty quickly here.
Absolutely, and that would just be awesome. I mean, Chad Carlson, he really is an incredible shooter, but humble guy off the floor, nice guy around campus, and I would personally love to see him break that record. I think a lot of people are pulling for him right now, but with the way he shoots the ball, it would be no surprise, Carly. You're 100% correct. Carlson to bring it across. Brushweiler into the game, as well as Luke Dreyer. And Blackledge back into the game, playing with one foul for the Dutchman. Brushweiler gets his first touch on the ball. Goes to Blackledge at the top of the key. Now good ball movement here. Luke Dreyer went out of an open three, instead tried to take it into the hole, and he was a little bit strong on his layup attempt, and Trine will collect the rebound. Daub from straight away pulls up in transition. That one won't go. Rebound by Dreyer. Kicks out to Carlson.
Daub had a good look his first attempt. I think that one was just a little bit of a heat check.
Brushweiler straight away. Kicks to Carlson. Now we'll set the screen for Carlson. Goes back to Brushweiler. Gives it off to Dreyer. Brushweiler puts on the floor, finds Blackledge. Fake shot. Now puts it on the floor. Looks to give it inside to Dreyer, but it was tipped away and will stay with the Dutchman. 6 to go on the shot clock. 9:47 in the game. So we've eclipsed halfway through this first half. Not much going in the scoring department, but that does not mean that it's not been a fast-paced game.
We had an almost sum, but Coach Miller called him back.
There's Carlson, puts up a shot to beat the shot clock. That one won't go. Rebound by Trine. Will Dixon will bring it across the timeline for the Thunder. Goes inside to Johnson, I believe. Actually, that's Miles Copeland, I apologize. But either way, it's Harrison Blackledge who's called for the foul. So, Carly, you were saying that you've been saying that Harrison was getting better with the fouls, but here we are with 2 fouls early on. And we'd also like to apologize on behalf of our media staff, as we're having a little bit of issues with the technical side of things. So if you're having trouble viewing the video or having trouble hearing us, we apologize for that. We're working hastily to get that fixed as soon as possible.
Yeah, and as you can see, there is no game clock, so Steve and I will try to keep you updated on that. Currently, it's 9:32 left in this first half.
Dixon's at the line. His first one in and out, no good. As Dante Hawkins returns for the game. Second one from Dixon, good. Trine with the 13-12 lead. 9:30 to go in the first half. Hawkins brings it across, finds Stivey. Stivey puts it on the floor, goes to the basket with his left hand. Instead, opts out to Hawkins. Dreyer with a few overhead pumps, and then eventually kicks to Brushweiler. Brushweiler backs to Dreyer. Now goes with the right hand, spinning, goes up with the right hand. Nice move there, and we're going to get the basket and the foul for Luke Dreyer. So nice drive there, spinning, wheeling, and dealing, and he eventually took it up with the right hand. Athletic looking play there with the face mask wearing sophomore. Junior, my apologies. Luke is definitely a junior.
Yeah, Dreyer on varsity last year, getting a lot more playing time this year, and he's just tirelessly worked on his game, and he deserves to be out on the court, and just showed it right there and proved that he's really worked on his skills to be able to be on the court right now.
Got that right, Carly. Junior from Zeeland West. Luke Dreyer really has contributed here, as Dixon just blows past Mitch O'Brien and lays that one in. So there's the danger that Dixon possesses, as he just has the ability to change any game. Good ball rotation here as Mitch O'Brien has an open look. That one won't go, but Hawkins pulls it down and is able to escape with the dribble. Now he'll face up his defender. Wow, what a move there. Faked me out as I was right behind him. Dante Hawkins, are you kidding me? I have no idea how the Trine defender stayed on his feet. Faked right, but had the ball going left. Unbelievable. We hope we can get a replay for you. And Hawkins will now be at the line to try to complete the old-fashioned three-point play. Free throw won't go. And rebound by Trine. Copeland wide open underneath. Just like that again, it's 17-17 with 8:27 to go here in the first half.
Hope's had definitely more of the bigger plays of the night, drawing the fouls, getting the big rebounds, but Trine's had an answer for every single one of the points that Hope's put on the board. So Trine's done a great job with not being fazed by those big moments tonight.
Hawkins has a little conversation with the referee here, Carly, as he thought there was kicked ball. I can't disagree with him. If I know the rules well, it hit a defender's foot and play should have stopped. Instead, they're going to get Dreyer, but look at that. Ball doesn't lie as Hawkins just steals it away from Dixon, and now he'll go to the hole with the left hand. Nice little push there from Hawkins as he knocks that one down very easily. 19-17 here for the Dutchman as Dante Hawkins is up to 4 points on the evening. Backdoor cut here from Dixon. That one won't go, blocked by Stivey. He grabs the rebound and will bring it across.
Let's go home! Let's go home!
Rebound tipped around by Mitch O'Brien. Comes down to Dixon eventually for Trine. Brings it across, finds the trail. That's Dodson. Good play there by Hawkins. Instead, after it bounces around, will find its way to Adam Suzuki, who knocks down the wide open corner three. And a couple fortunate bounces. Trine has the lead once again, 20-19.
Yeah, and right there you just saw a guy who shoots 50% from the three, and if you're Hope and he's wide open on the three, you can't let that happen. Somebody's got to scramble to come out and defend him.
Hawkins with the defender in his face. Knocks it down. Dante Hawkins heating up from all over the place as he scored on the last three possessions for the Dutchman. Copeland goes to work with the right hand. That's a nice looking basket there from Miles Copeland. He has 8 points on the evening.
Miles Copeland doing a great job of testing Brushweiler and Blackledge and Stivey, some of our big guys, and really performing well against them tonight.
Dreyer from straight away. That one won't go, misses left. Suzuki with the rebound, kicks off to Dixon.
And
Dixon will go left and set the offense.
And Hope just 3 for 11 tonight on the threes, only shooting 25%.
Dobb out of the corner for three. And that one's good, 25-22, and we're gonna get a full timeout here for the Dutchman.
And there's 6:16 left in this first half, and Hope leads Trine leads 25-22 after that three that we just saw right there from Dobb. And I think it's kind of quiet in here for how close the game is. 3-point game. The Hope faithful aren't really enthused about the effort that Hope's put in, and I think that they got a fair point. We've had some big plays, but Trine's just come out and really stuck with us tonight. Their defense, I was expecting a little bit more of after holding Kalamazoo for 7.5 minutes on Saturday. So we'll see if Trine will pick that up to try to maintain this lead. But Hope's just got to come back, and they've had good ball movement, but like I said earlier, they're 3 for 12 now on threes, and if they're just going to keep jacking up threes and not making them, this is what's going to keep this game close. They need to take higher percentage shots.
That's right, Carly, and I'm looking at the stats now that are in front of us as Trine is 4 for 5 from three. You've seen Suzuki knock down a couple, as well as Addison Dobb. So when the Thunder are getting the opportunity, they're knocking the shots from outside, but like you said, unlike the Dutchman, they're looking to go inside, looking for those high percentage shots, and if they have the opportunity for a wide open look from outside, they've been knocking them down. I mean, you can't really fight an 80% three bombardment, and that's exactly what Trine is offering to the table right now.
Right, Trine just has a lot better shot selection as of right now.
Dutchman will get us back underway, coming off the timeout. See if Coach Mitchell made any adjustments. It's Dante Hawkins, top of the perimeter, kicks to Stivey. Stivey from three, jacks one up. That one goes. So now 4 of 13 for the Dutchman. Cody Stivey up to 7 points tonight. Suzuki now top of the perimeter for the Thunder. Finds Dodson. Kicks to Johnson. Johnson straight away. That one won't go. Rebounds kind of all over the place. Eventually kind of loops out to Chad Carlson. So the shortest guy on the floor comes down with the rebound and kicks to Teddy Ray in transition. Now Hawkins will get it and slow down. Goes to work on his defender and is fouled Addison Dobb didn't like that one, kind of gave a whoop towards the referee.
I think Dobb had some good defensive position. It was just the behind the back where Hawkins went back to his left hand, and Dobb still had such good defensive position that his arm was still out wide, and Hawkins just dribbled it right into his hand for that foul.
Here's Dennis Towns with a couple dribble moves, and then he'll pull up. That one back iron won't go. Teddy Ray with a big rebound, but then gave it away. It was kind of ripped out of his hands there by the Trine defender. And now in transition, it's Johnson for three. Just like that, Trine again, staying consistent with the deep ball, 28-25 in favor of the Thunder. Hawkins comes left, picks up his dribble, finds Carlson. Carlson top of the perimeter, met there by two defenders, kicks to Teddy Ray, who was spot up from three. That one won't go. Rebound tipped by Stivey, eventually pulled down by Kyle Dodson. Dodson the other direction. Picks up his dribble, looking for his options. Teddy Ray tightly marking him there. Johnson kicks to Dobb, who finds Suzuki. Suzuki to Johnson, back to Dobb. Dobb thought about it. Met there by Towns. Kicks out to Dodson. That one, a long three, won't go. Teddy Ray with the rebound. 4:30 to go in the first half, 28-25 in favor of the Trine Thunder. Hawkins with the dribble move, pulls up. That one's true, so Dante Hawkins with 9 points tonight, heating up. He's really been the main source of offense for the Dutchman.
Yeah, and I think that was a good shot, smart shot by Hawkins right there. I think Hope's starting to try to rely on that three, going into that three-point battle between us and Trine, as Trine's doing great, shooting 62% from the three, and if our threes aren't falling, we can't keep trying to force them up, so good job by Hawkins.
Turnover here as Dennis Towns will come the other direction. He'll take it strong to the hole. He's fouled, missed everything with the shot attempt, but either way, he's going to line to shoot two. So a couple contributions from some players that we normally don't see as much from, at least early on. Dante Hawkins has been consistent here. You know, Harrison Blackledge is on the bench with the 2 fouls, so he hasn't been doing much from the bench, at least. Dennis Towns at the line. He's been a spark, again, off the bench with a couple nice defensive plays. And like you said, Carly, Dennis Towns is a guy that missed basically all of last season on the JV squad with that dislocated ankle and broken foot. And he comes back, you know, if you see him on campus, he's bigger. He's obviously put on some weight in the good way.
Right.
And he comes out, he's faster, he's quicker, he knows the offense, he's playing hard defense. So he's a guy that I expect as, you know, a guy like Cody Stivey, a guy like Harrison Blackledge, as they move on, I think Dennis Towns is going to be trying to fill some big shoes the next couple years.
Yeah, and he's definitely doing a great job. He's on a good path right now, and I think he can be a huge key player, like you said, for this Hope offense and defense in years to come.
Here's Johnson from the corner. That one won't go, so maybe slowing down, but the rebound is collected eventually by Dennis Towns, who finds Dante Hawkins. Nice play there again by Dennis Towns. Hawkins coming the other way, goes to work on the dribble, pass is tipped away from Carlson, but it'll stay with the Dutchman. Pete Smith is in the game for the first time. Smith kicks to Towns. Now gets it back at the top of the perimeter. Kicks to Carlson. Hawkins drives left and eventually tried to go cross court, but couldn't find Carlson. It's picked off by Addison Dobb, and he finds Johnson in transition, who goes cross court to Dodson. Dodson spots up, knocks it down. So the open three is on, as Hope really has no answer for the outside shooters from Trine. 31-29 as we continue. Smith, right corner. Finds Stivey top of the key. Kicks to Towns, who moves towards the corner. Now goes back up top to Smith. Smith kicks to Hawkins. And goes inside to Stivey, who's doubled there. Finds Towns. Towns now into 3 defenders. Grabs his own miss and goes up strong with it. Nice lay-in there by Dennis Towns. Tie game, 31-31. Things all knotted up here between Trine and Hope with 2:30 to go in the first half.
And you're always told to follow your shot, and I just think that's just great effort by Dennis Towns right there, as he misses it and just goes right back up nice and strong with it.
But from 3 again, it's Dixon as he knocks it down again. It's been that near corner on your computer screen, far corner from us, Carly. Trine has just been gun to blazing with the deep ball. Now kick down low to Pete Smith. Pete Smith tries to work it with the spin. That one won't go. Rebound was fought between Johnson and Dennis Towns, but Johnson came away with it, and now Dixon will have an opportunity to make this one a 2-possession ball game with 1:50 to go in the first half. Dixon going to work on Hawkins, now in the paint, fades away from the basket. That jumper won't go, rebound by Stivey, finds Pete Smith, 1:45 to go in the first half. Towns straight away. Hawkins into Carlson, who brings it across in. That pass is just taken away by Daub, kind of a lazy pass, and Daub will take it up strong. He's met by Hawkins. Looked like there was a ton of contact, but no foul called. Instead, we're going to get a timeout here by head coach Brooks Miller as the score is 36-31. Hawkins really kind of tomahawked Daub as he took to the basket. Carly, you have a look of disbelief on your face. Take us through that.
I'm very surprised that was not called a foul. Like you said, there's a whole lot of contact on that. I'm surprised Coach Miller didn't make more of a big deal than it was, but I think it helped that he made the layup. Yeah, very surprised about that. I've said it's been a physical game all night, but was definitely expecting that to be called since it was just Hawkins and Dobbs down there. There was no one else surrounded by, but we saw Stivey walk out, pointing to his head, yelling at his team to start thinking, getting their heads in the game. So we'll see if Stivey can get his team going.
Coming out of the 30-second timeout. This is an unfamiliar territory for the Dutchmen, as it is not unusual for them to be trailing going into the half. 36-31, Stivey will inbound to Hawkins. Hawkins with somewhat frustrated bounce will now bring it across the timeline. He fakes right, goes left, and will take it to the basket. Instead goes to Towns, that's tipped away by a couple Trine defenders, and will stay with the Dutchman. 21 on the shot clock, 1:20 to go in the first half. Dreyer back in the game with the inbounds pass. He's looking for something, kicks to Stivey up top, finds Mitch O'Brien. Now Dreyer straight away, goes to Towns. Towns thought about it, instead goes to Stivey, who kicks across to Dreyer. Dreyer again thought about it, goes to Towns. Now Towns will attack, almost ripped away, and we're going to get a foul here by Will Dixon, and that's called on the Thunder. That's their 6th overall, if the scoreboard is correct in front of me. Just got word from the in-house announcer that it is the 6th foul on Trine. So 1:08 to go, and we've only seen 9 fouls in this one. Dreyer looking to inbound, finds Stivey down low close to the basket. Stivey will pull up. That one's not going to go, but he fights for the rebound, and now a foul in the opposite direction. This time on Cody Stivey. Looks like kind of a makeup call in my eyes, Carly.
And Stivey looking visually more upset than I think we've ever seen him.
Definitely, he's calling on his teammates. He's got his hands on his knees, and that's kind of what I'm seeing. You look at Dante Hawkins, Cody Stivey, Dennis Towns, with a somewhat defeated, tired posture. And I know it has to be difficult every single night to go out and try to win a basketball game, but as an athlete, you know, you got to put everything else aside and just leave it all out on the floor. Rebound here by Dodson. Nice put back there, so a 7-point lead here for Trine.
These are just small mental mistakes that Hope's making, those lazy passes. I'm trying to force things up.
But Dante Hawkins comes down in transition, kind of forces a shot, but knocks it down. So now only a 4-point lead for the Trine Thunder. Although they look defeated, they do know what they're doing, and that's nice to see.
And I think we got to give props to Hawkins for keeping this Hope team in this game.
Here's Dixon going to work with 8 on the shot clock. Now clicks it Dobb. Dobb will put up from 3 and splashes it home. 5 seconds to go in the half. Hawkins will push across. Goes right, then left, then Dreyer in the corner. Can't tell who that is. That one won't fall. So a 41-34 lead here for the Trine Thunder as we conclude the first half. This has been Carly Van Swoel and Steve Binnig. And we will see you back here in about 15 minutes for second half action between the Trine Thunder and the Hope College Flying Dutchman.
list of people that we would take. A bullet for them, a bullet for you, a bullet for everybody in this room. But they don't seem to see many bullets coming through. See many bullets coming through. Metaphorically, I'm the man, but literally, I don't know what I do. I'd live for you, and that's hard to do, even harder to say when you know.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the court at this time for a very special presentation. Joining us tonight are Dave and Carol Van Andel from the Van Andel Institute, student athletes, and Hope College president John Knapp. Over the past year, the Hope College soccer and basketball teams joined together with the Van Andel Institute and the Purple community to help in the fight against cancer and other diseases. Through the generous support of our fans and the Holland community, all proceeds from the Purple Games will benefit Purple community and will help fund a summer internship for a Hope College student to perform research in a Van Andel Institute laboratory. This year, Hope College has selected Philip Versluis, a junior, majoring in biochemistry and molecular biology. At this time, Hope student athletes are excited to present this check to the Van Andel Institute for $8,691.89. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Dave Van Andel.
Good evening, everyone. And let me start by saying a big thank you to everybody here tonight, but also to the greater Hope community. Your support at the Purple Games has been overwhelming and very gratifying. And as we said tonight, this will help support one of Hope's best and brightest to be able to go and have an internship at the Van Andel Institute and hopefully find a career in science that might lead ultimately to finding a cure. You don't have to go very far to find somebody that's been affected by one of these diseases. We all know somebody, including maybe even ourselves. And it's very gratifying that you're willing to support such a good cause and show your support for a student to be able to do the things that are necessary to be able to combat these diseases. Thank you all again for being here tonight. Thanks for your support of Purple community. And lastly, let me just say, go Hope! Thank you, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, just a couple other announcements for you. Just a reminder, the next H Club Athletics Luncheon will take place on February 20 at noon, and that will be at the Hayworth Center. No luncheon this coming Monday, but in 2 Mondays, February 20, the H Club Athletics Luncheon at Hayworth, beginning at noon. Also this Saturday, the Flying Dutchman will be in action at Adrian. That game has now been rescheduled for a 5 o'clock start Friday afternoon this coming Saturday. Originally scheduled as 7:30, it is a 5 o'clock start this Saturday at Adrian. And finally, Hope College Clicker Prize Cups are given out to 3 fans at random. The staff generates these numbers, and if the person who walks through the gate when one of these numbers shows up on their counter, they receive a Hope College Clicker Prize Cup, compliments of Creating Dining Services. Each cup contains a candy bar, $5 coupon for the concession stand, and a drink refill. Today's prize winners were Rachel Blau, Barry McAlpine, and Joel Johnson.
I don't like it. I love it, love it, love it. Uh-oh. So good it hurts. I don't want it. I gotta have it. Uh-oh. When I can't find the words, I just go. I don't like it. No, I love it. I don't like it. No, I love it.
All out, turn the beat up. Hey, now I'm glad to meet ya. Turn up, girl, blow the speaker. Yeah, think about it now, blow the speaker. I'll speak louder, let's get wild tonight. Billionaire bottles, we just down. I'm like, ain't no problem. All my rooms are
met you. I drink too much and that's an issue, but I'm okay. Hey, you tell your friends it was nice to meet them, but I hope I never see them again. I know it breaks your heart. Moved to the city in a broke down car and 4 years no calls. Now you're looking pretty in a hotel bar and I can't stop. No, I can't stop. So baby, pull me closer in the backseat of your Rover that I know you can't afford. Bite that tattoo on your shoulder. Pull the sheets right off the corner of the mattress that you stole from your roommate back in Boulder. We ain't ever getting older. We ain't ever getting older. We ain't ever getting older.
You look as good as the day I met you. I forget just why I left you. I was insane. Stay and play that Blink 182 song that we beat to death in Tucson. Okay. I know it breaks your heart. Moved to the city and I broke down crying. 4 years no call. Now I'm looking pretty in a hotel bar and I can't stop. No, I can't stop.
So baby, pull me closer in the backseat of your Rover that I know you can't afford. Bite that tattoo on your shoulder. Pull the sheets right off the corner of the mattress that you stole from your roommate back in Boulder. We ain't ever getting older. We ain't ever getting older. We ain't ever getting older. So baby, pull me closer in the backseat of your Rover that I know you can't afford. Bite that tattoo on your shoulder. Pull the sheets right off the corner of that mattress that you stole from your roommate back in Boulder. We ain't ever getting older. 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 No, we ain't ever getting older. Let's go. Make no excuses now. I'm talking here and now. I'm talking here and now. Let's go. Your time is running out. I'm talking here and now. I'm talking here and now. It's not about what you've done, it's about what you do. It's all about where you going, no matter where you've been. Let's go.
Welcome back to Hope College as we're about 25 seconds away from second half action between the Hope College Flying Dutchmen and the visiting Trine Thunder. First half stats, it's 41-34 Trine as Dante Hawkins leads the way for Hope with 12 points, and it's Addison Daub, my apologies, with 11 on 3 for 4 from behind the arc. There's the buzzer as the teams are making their way back out. It'll be Blackledge, Stivey, Teddy Ray, Chad Carlson, and Dante Hawkins for Hope. Dixon, Daub, Dodson, Cummings, and Suzuki for the men in blue from Indiana.
And Trine coming into the locker room after that first half really strong in the defensive end. Their three-point percentage is just incredible at 66%, 8 for 12 from the three, which is just a stat that if they can keep on their side, it's going to be a good one to have.
Well, that won't help, but Suzuki misses the first three of the half, and now Chad Carlson in the other direction look to get things going for Hope here in the second half. Here's Blackledge down low, who's back on the court with the 2 fouls. He goes up and under, but can't connect, and that's Dixon who eventually pulls down the rebound for the Thunder. He brings it across to Kyle Dodson. Dodson back up top to Daub. Daub met there by Carlson. Fakes right, then goes left. Now will opt to dribble out, and now back to his left hand. Eventually he's going to find himself in the paint, kind of lost, and kicks back to Dixon. Dixon going to work on Teddy Ray. Kicks down low to Cummings, who's fouled there on the chance that's Teddy Ray with some active hands, and Cummings will be at the line to shoot 2. Not what you're looking for if you're a Hope College fan here early on in the second half. Sloppy possession and then a foul at the other end, and Cummings will have a chance here to knock down a pair. He knocks down the first, 42-34, so Trine out to their largest lead of the evening, now at 8 points.
Yeah, we talk about Hope being a second half team, and normally we see them come off a little stronger and a little more energized coming into the second half, so this is definitely not what the Hope faithful want to see.
Blackledge gets it down low, goes to work on Cummings, jumps around, and then is actually met with a block and a Blackledge wanted a foul. It looked like he got swatted on the arm. Instead, we're just going to get an inbounds pass here for the Dutchman, Carlson on the ball. He goes into Stivey. Stivey now in the paint, goes to work with the left hand. That one won't fall. Tipped around, grabbed by Blackledge. Blackledge will take it up strong, and he lays it in and still wants a foul from the referee, but won't get it. Inbounds play to Daub. Daub goes across to Dixon, who now comes across the timeline. Dixon surveys his options, goes down low to Dodson. Dodson to work on Teddy Ray. Stops in the paint and kicks it back out to Suzuki. Suzuki surveys his options and now waits for the ball to come around. Looks like Hawkins got a hand on it, but it comes to Dixon. And now Dixon will take it all the way. That one's laid up, won't go. Cummings with a strong rebound, kicks back to Suzuki. Thought about taking it, but instead kicks to Dodson, and Dodson knocks it down from 3, 45-36. So they were hot going into the locker room, Carly, and they've stayed hot coming out of it, as Trine are now still shooting around 66%. Carlson with a nice fake there, but the shot won't go, and it's tipped off of number 1, Addison Daub, and will stay with the Dutchman with a fresh shot clock. Carlson goes all the way into the backcourt for Dante Hawkins, who now feeds Harrison Blackledge, and he finds Cody Stivey. Teddy Ray kicks down to the corner for Carlson. Carlson will take it all the way, goes baseline to Stivey. Stivey opposite, kicks back to Teddy Ray. Straight away, 3 look. That one won't go. Grabbed by Blackledge, but instead an over the back call. Blackledge doesn't like it. Wants to argue it, and that's his third. Greg Mitchell's up on the bench. They don't understand. Blackledge trying to show the red shoulder as play's about to get underway here.
And I do say that's got to be kind of a valid call if you're a referee. We know you're in college now. You know the over-the-back call pretty well. You know if you don't want that to be called, you got to box out. And Blackledge really relies on his height and his athleticism, and that's going to be his 4th foul right there.
Yeah, Blackledge got a little reckless there as Dodson faked the 3 shot, and now Dennis Towns is coming up as Blackledge is going to have to find the bench. That's his 4th foul with just as many points on the evening. So the star player for the Hope College Flying Dutchman is going to have to be sit or sitting, my apologies, for most of this second half. Might be trouble here at DeVos Fieldhouse for the Dutchman. Dixon sets up the offense. Goes right, comes back left to Dobb. Dobb faked the shot and then dribbles in and will circle back around, finds Dodson up top. Kyle Dodson goes left, now comes back to the right hand. Thought about the shot, nowhere really to go. 5 to go on the shot clock, and that pass is picked off by Cody Stivey. So nice defense there from the Dutchman, something we didn't see much of in the first half. Hawkins catches into the far corner. That one goes the spark they needed. So 45-39. I see Carly pumping her fist out of the corner of my eye as even we're getting into it a little bit more than usual here tonight. And it seems like the fans here at DeVos Fieldhouse want to come alive as well. See if their Dutchman can't do the same. Dodson thought about the shot again. He's met there by Teddy Ray. And kicks to Dixon. Dixon will drive, takes the shot up, it won't go, but Teddy Ray's called for the foul. Again, another Dutchman who's arguing with the referee. And Carly, you talked a little bit about it in the first half. Cody Stivey showing a little bit more emotion than usual, and he's right there in Teddy Ray's face telling him, hey, calm down, we're still in this game, we got to keep our acts together. So nice senior leadership there, especially with Harrison Blackledge on the bench from Cody Stivey.
And it's still early in the second half. This is not the time to get chippy and start having those conversations with ref. It's a little too early for that because you still want the refs on your good side. You don't want to anger them in any way, shape, or form. And especially if things aren't going your way, you just got to show some poise right now.
That's correct, Carly. And now Dixon with an opportunity at the line. He converts both, so he gets 2 points the hard way, and 47-39 is the score as Trine maintains that 8-point lead. Looks like we're going to get a reach and call here. That's Adam Suzuki, as he got a little hand happy there on Dante Hawkins as he was going towards the basket. Carlson kicks out to Towns, who looked to swing it around to Chad Carlson, and that pass is tipped away. And I hear Coach Brooks Miller to my left, and he is just yelling, stay alert, stay alert, stay alert. And that's exactly what these Trine defenders are doing, is they are on top of every loose ball, every wayward pass, and Hope really can't get away with any of these lazy possessions because Trine is just jumping on top of it. Dennis Towns with the look there, he leaves that one short, and the rebound was tipped away from Hawkins and will end up in the hands of Miles Copeland. Copeland bringing it all the way across the floor, and he'll take it at Stivey, and that one's going to go the other direction as Stivey had his feet set for about 3 seconds there. It was like Miles Copeland wasn't even at his approach, and Stivey was expecting the contact. Nice play there by Cody Stivey.
Trine still holding on to that 8-point lead, and I just think they've done all the little things right today. They've worked well as a team. They've rebounded, out-rebounding Hope right now with 27 rebounds. They've have 8 turnovers, but really doing well on those second chance opportunities. And if you have the 3-point percentage stat in your favor and you're playing defense like this, you're sitting pretty well.
Tie up here on the floor, that's Cody Stivey and Miles Copeland getting into it. As Stivey lost his dribble and now comes away holding his wrist. I think he might have got stepped on or rolled over on top of. Maybe it's an elbow, can't really tell, but looks like he might need a substitution, and instead we're going to get a timeout from Greg Mitchell maybe to talk about that. 30-second timeout here for the Dutchman.
And we got to give props to Coach Miller. I think they've really, this Trine offense and defense, they've really looked at the tape for Hope. They've studied them well. They know what they want to go to. They know that Blackledge was going to be a key player, and they've put a lot of pressure on the defense and really known that this Hope team likes to do fast breaks, and we haven't seen any of those as far as this game goes. We saw Hawkins with, I think, 1 fast break, but other than that, Hope really trying to rely on that 3-point game and not really being able to get their offensive game started.
That's right, and then you see Coach Brooks Miller bringing out his Trine Thunder team to basically right in front of you and I, Carly, which I haven't seen during my time at the DeVos Fieldhouse. So just the energy level is high. He's staying calm, composed, and collected, and I think he really wants his team to follow that notion. However, the intensity is very real and very evident here if you're a Trine Thunder fan.
And I'm a firm believer that defense wins games, and this Trine defense is been textbook material tonight.
Yeah, anytime that you're holding Hope to 39 points, as Hawkins tries to change that. As Stivey tried to grab the rebound, looked like he was getting a tug. The fans wanted a little bit of a, I guess, an over the back call it would have been, but they won't get it. And instead, it's Dixon the other direction. Dixon passes out to Copeland, who's met by Towns. He was taken to the basket, and he's fouled there by Dennis Towns. Now even Cody Stivey has his hands up in disbelief, and Copeland will go to the line to shoot two. Copeland, first one on its way. Nothing but net, 48-39. It's now a 9-point lead for the Trine Thunder.
Copeland shooting about 70% on the free throw line for this season.
Yeah, good to see a big man who can knock him down like that. And now we're going to see Zach Littleson for the first time on the evening. So the senior from Rochester Hills coming into the game, hopefully able to provide a spark off the bench. He did that in the last game that I called, and he came out, got a couple nice blocks, a big three down the stretch. So see what Zach can offer here in the going here in the second half. Nice pass there to Cody Stivey, and he'll lay it in. So again, another intelligent play. We were just talking about him. We talked about Cody Stivey a lot, but good to see Zach Littleson in on the act. Now Dodson straight away goes down low to Copeland, who just blows past Stivey. Some nice move there by Miles Copeland. He's really been impressive. That's a sophomore from Toledo, Ohio, standing at 6'5", so the big fellow with some nimble feet.
And that's just a huge power move that a senior would make.
Dante Hawkins now storms baseline and will get a bucket back for the Dutchman. Nice looking lay-in there from Dante. Dixon the other direction. Duke crew trying to make their voice call heard. Dodson going into Copeland, and now it's kicked outside to, that's would have been Johnson for three, good, but again, it's Zach Littleson with the hustle play. He takes the charge, and possession will go back to Hope. It is a little bit unusual here because in DeVos Fieldhouse, when you get a play like that, in an MIAA conference matchup, usually, Carly, we have a big reaction from the crowd, and you just kind of get this feeling that there's not that much emotion from the crowd being poured out tonight.
Right.
And I don't know if that's affecting the players or what, but doesn't seem to be affecting Dante Hawkins as he just goes left to right and goes right through the middle of the defense and lays it in. So Hope cuts the lead back down to 6. Brooks Miller wants to talk things over. He's a little bit livid now. And now you see the Hope College Flying Dutchman coming with a full timeout, and they congratulate their teammates.
Yeah, and we're going to take this time to thank our awesome sponsors, Lawrence and Vanderswart Financial Planning, and all they do for us here at Hope College, and specifically for the broadcast and all of those working on the media and the cameras. And we just appreciate Lawrence and Vanderswart, and thank them for allowing Steve and I to do what we love and have jobs here on campus. And now.
We apologize, we didn't know the commercial was playing, and that's on us and the media crew, a little bit of a miscommunication, and we'll say that again with some of the technical difficulties we're having. We had a little bit of a makeshift media team. Our boss, Steve, who pulls all the strings behind the scenes, is on vacation with his family, so things have been a little bit haywire around here, so we apologize, but nonetheless, we're back underway as Trine will inbound. It looks like Hope's running the full court press. Not something we see every day as they try to cause some confusion on the Trine offense. Dixon has no problem breaking it. Now will spot up O'Brien, but instead kicks out to Daub. Dobb at the top of the key with 14 seconds to go on the shot clock. The Duke crew trying to convince him otherwise. Suzuki might think that it was going in. Stivey was able to tip it away, so a little bit of pandemonium there. Now Dante Hawkins coming the other way, blows past everyone again and lays it in. Dante Hawkins now has 21 points, so he is our leading scorer for both teams. Just an unbelievable performance from the junior from Holland. And now this time it's Copeland trying to take it to the basket. That one's tipped away. Guess who? Hawkins. Kid is everywhere tonight in the absence of Harrison Blackledge, at least with the foul trouble. So Dante Hawkins, I think he is the answer that Hope needed. Now 51-47 in favor of the Thunder. They still have the lead. Here's Dixon. He pulls up from about 15 feet. That one won't go. Stivey going up to grab the rebound. Looks like he was fouled from behind. No foul called. Instead, Suzuki grabs it, kicks out to Dobb. Dobb with the second chance effort knocks down the three from NBA range. Are you kidding me? What some moments here at DeVos Fieldhouse. I don't even have words for it as Carlson comes in with the left hand and lays it home. Now it looks like, I don't really know what to call what I'm saying. I think there was a timeout by Greg Mitchell, a 30-second timeout. Brooks Miller's on the court. Don't know if Greg Mitchell is a player. Don't know if Brooks Miller is out there playing. This is just absolutely nuts. But either way, Trine with the 5-point lead, 54-49, 12:49 to go in the game. Here we are at DeVos Fieldhouse. The Duke Crew's chanting, and again, the fans here at DeVos are just kind of sitting, Hope faithful as they are, very calm, cool, and collected. Very Western Michigan of them to be very reserved in a moment like this. And I mean, sometimes the Hope faithful don't necessarily come out all pumped up and fired up. I guess they're kind of in the midweek blues and maybe the midwinter blues as well. But I will tell you one thing, Greg Mitchell's fired up, this Hope offense is fired up, and the Trine bench has been nothing but 100 miles per hour since we've got underway here. So we'll see if we are in fact in for a good ending to this one. Trine to inbound. Dixon gets out of it. Brings it back to Dobb. Got to be tight on him. He can pull up from just about anywhere. Dodson turns around. No one on him, and he knocks that one down easily. Nice looking shot there by Kyle Dodson.
And that's a good move and hard one to defend. But if you are the defender, if you're Hawkins, you at least got to get a hand in your face. You never know what could happen.
Scotty Stivey, top of the perimeter, finds Hawkins. Hawkins kicks back to Stivey, who goes to O'Brien. Now ball movement down to Carlson. Hasn't scored a three-pointer tonight, but Hawkins will pull up. That one won't go, and tipped around. Lots of contact, and eventually it's going to come to Littleson, who grabs the rebound. And Brooks Miller was arguing about the call for a moment. Foul didn't come, and now it goes to Littleson. Littleson goes baseline, and that's going to be a blocking foul here. We've had two charge calls on the Trine offense, and I thought we were going to see the same thing there, but instead, Zach Littleson was able to draw the foul there. I think this one is on, it's a shooting foul. They're going to call it. So Littleson's going to shoot two. That one was on number 35, Adam Suzuki. Littleson, providing that spark that we were talking about, knocks down the first one from the line. Suzuki will find the bench as Johnson's back into the game for the Thunder. See if Zach can knock down the second as well.
And if you're Coach Mitchell, you got to be proud of Zach Littleson tonight, doing everything that you want from a sub, taking a big charge, making a big shot, and making some big free throws right here down the stretch. Just
like that, he'll be back on the bench, but seems to have brought this place to life a little bit. He gets a standing O on his way to the bench. Dennis Towns back into the game for the Dutchman. Here's Dodson. Far wing, kicks up to Johnson. Finds Dixon, top of the perimeter. Dixon looks around with a nice pass there, and a huge dunk by Ellis Cummings. So what a pass there by Dixon as he just laid that one off no look, and Ellis Cummings sucks the life right back out of this place.
And the backboard still rattling off that dunk.
Towns goes inside. Nice touch there by the big fella as he responds. Not as pretty. And the net is pulled down by Trine member of the bench there as, like you said, Carly, the backboard was rattling. And tipped pass away here. Dennis Towns going the other way. And a foul there by Dixon. Crowd wants an intentional foul. So does the bench. Nothing there. And instead, Dennis Towns going to the line. A little bit of talk back and forth between Towns and Dixon as well.
And Coach Mitchell wants that intentional foul, thinking that Dixon had no intention to go for the ball. He went all for Dennis Towns, so Coach Mitchell really pushing for that intentional foul, but didn't quite get it.
Yet again, I've said it every single game this year. I probably would have called an intentional foul, but I'm not certified to referee collegiate basketball.
True.
So we will move along with Hope ball. Carlson in the corner, thought about the three, steps back now, finds Towns. Towns to go to work on Cummings, throws a wild pass, that one's tipped away, and Stivey comes the other way. Dodson's gonna go to the basket, but it's ripped away by Carlson. He can't stay in bounds. What a play by Chad Carlson. He kind of just snuck out of nowhere, and this place is alive. What a play there by Chad Carlson. I didn't even know he was there. He was like the Flash. He just ran across the court, and what a play there. Again from Chad Carlson. Inbounds play here for Trine. Tipped pass.
Good defense by Mitch O'Brien.
And just like that, a foul is called.
There's
you have the
some
commentator's
contact.
curse tonight. I will
I
tell
know
you that.
I will take credit for that one. It's hard when you're moving at such fast speed.
But there you go, Mitch O'Brien, maybe not, as he picks off the inbounds pass. Great play there. And again, this place is starting to come to life. 10:33 left in the ball game. Chad Carlson kicks to Dennis Towns straight away around the perimeter. Hawkins now fakes left, now goes all the way to the bucket, takes it up strong. That one in and out. Dennis Towns grabs the rebound, now looks to pass out, and he's fouled there by number 10. That's Kyle Dodson on the foul, and again, we have some cheers coming from the crowd.
That is his first. Team's 6.
So that'll put Dennis Towns in the line the second time tonight. He's currently 2 for 2.
5-point game, so amidst all of this drama, the game has stayed close. Plays falls silent. Towns eyes up the rim. First one is on its way. Nothing but net. He is cool at the line, the big fella.
And Towns really settling in on his position on this team, doing a great job of finding his place and where he's needed, and coming down the stretch to make that big play on the rebound. Once again, another huge rebound, and to make this free throw is huge to keep it within 4.
Towns here again, as you heard it probably through the microphone. I don't think it was a member of the coaching staff, rather a parent of a Trine team or a Trine member did not like the call from the referees here. Dobb will bring it up against Chad Carlson, finds Suzuki. Looked out to Dodson, now finds Johnson, top of the perimeter, who goes down to Copeland. Copeland taking it strong, he's fouled on the way up. Looks like Dennis Towns going to be called for the foul, and Copeland will go to the line to shoot 2.
Team's 7.
Copeland, a good foul shooter, and he'll have another chance here again.
Yeah, this is his second time at the line, so he's now 3 for 3.
Also number 42, Jared Bishop.
Jared Bishop back into the game for the first time in a while, as well as Will Dixon checking back in, the point guard for Trine Thunder. Nice looking stroke there again from Copeland, and he knocks it down. So back up to a 5-point lead here are the Trine Thunder. Carlson with a chance from 3 in the corner. That one won't go. Towns towers above to get the rebound, but then gives it away. Ball still up in the air, and another foul here by Dennis Towns, as Trine is going to take the long walk down to the charity stripe.
That is his 3rd. Team's 8.
Towns was just trying to do too much there as he grabbed the rebound and tried to get the early pass. I saw what he was trying to do, but you can see the frustration as he goes to the bench, and Cody Stivey will check back in, as well as Mitch O'Brien, as Luke Dreyer find some time on the bench.
And Hope's got to be careful. We're getting into the bonus, single bonus right now, but not far away from the double bonus. And right now, Trine shooting 80% from the free throw line, and that's a scary stat when it's such a close game, only 6 points. And if Hope's going to keep fouling and Trine's going to keep making their free throws, it's going to be a taller mountain for Hope's climb.
Bishop knocks down the pair. Sophomore from Napoleon, Ohio. Graduate of Liberty Center High School. Chad Carlson to lead the charge here for the Dutchman, down 7. 9:40 to go in the game. Still lots of game to be played. Stivey will go to work on his defender, goes up with the left hand. That one rattles around and will fall. Lead cut down to 5. Dixon comes up with the left hand. Kicks out to Dodson. Back to Dixon. Looks to split the defenders and sets go to Daub. Dixon straightaway 3. That one in, out, and back in. They're just not missing from downtown, Carly. I don't know what to say about it. I haven't seen anything like this. It's been a long time since we've had such a good shooting performance from any team at DeVos Fieldhouse. Bodies all over the floor, no call. And Dodson, the 3 won't go. Long rebound comes to Hawkins. So the turnover to no avail to hurt the Dutchman. 65-57 here as we move along.
And in the pace and the emotion of the game, you would think that there's only 1 to 2 minutes left, but there's still 8:45 left to go in this second half.
That's, I keep on looking up at the clock and being surprised, Carly. Here's Hawkins as he drives all the way to the hole. He's fouled hard and hits the ground hard. Lays there for a minute to collect his thoughts. He'll be at the line to shoot, too, coming up as he was flying through the air.
Hawkins shoots about 75% from the free throw line.
First one falls. Lead down to 7. Dixon will bring it the other direction for the Thunder. So Dante Hawkins able to knock down both foul shots. And now Copeland catches inside. Tries to take it up, and it looks like there was a jump ball, a little bit of a tie up there, Carly. Is that what the signal is? And now Dodson, his possession stays with the Trine Thunder, will inbound for Trine as we move along.
But good defensive possession by Hope. Smart move by Chad Carlson not to foul and to get all ball as we see a stuff by Stivey and a back-to-back stuff from Teddy Ray.
2 big blocks there as Copeland is sent back twice, and a little bit of cheer again from Hope College, but I think that they want to see the lead, and these fans almost seem anxious, and seems like the only thing that's going to quench is if Hope comes storming back here to take the lead. There's Stivey, thought about the 3, now goes baseline, swoops in with the left hand, that one won't fall. Eventually it's going to, thought it came off Copeland, but it will go back to Trine, and they'll be on offense once again.
And it was a good move by Cody to get in, but just not very good shot selection. The scoop was probably not the direction that he should have gone. Couldn't really get a good angle off the basket.
Dixon collects for Trine. Looks like he'll set the offense now. Kicks to Dodson. Dodson surveys his options, finds Copeland. Copeland goes baseline. Kicks back to Daub. That one in and out won't go. So finally a miss for Trine from 3. Chad Carlson the other direction. Kicks across to Littleson. Littleson goes all the way in, and he's fouled on the way up, and he'll shoot 2. So Zach Littleson, again, making his presence felt, gets to the line.
And Zach Littleson is senior here on this Hope team, and in years previous, not getting a whole lot of playing time, but it's really awesome to see him come in as a senior in a big game like this and knock down some shots and make some big plays for this Hope team.
Now we're going to get a timeout here from Brooks Miller.
Like
and a 30-second timeout, right, Carly? A little bit of time to talk it over, maybe a little bit more time for Zach Littleson to think about this next shot coming up here. So 7:24 to go in the ball game. 65-59 in favor of Trine. They have Hope on the ropes, if you will, Carly.
Yeah.
And stories of the night. We'll talk about It's a great offensive performance from Miles Copeland and Dante Hawkins, respectively, for both sides. But really, Trine's been getting a balance. As I'm looking up at the scoreboard now, Miles Copeland has 14. You see Kyle Dodson with 10. It's Dixon with 10, with 13 as well. It's Addison Dobb with 14. So when you have 4 players that are all scoring above 12 points, that's tough to defend. I mean, they're firing on all cylinders when really it's been Hawkins for Hope with Cody Stivey has upwards of 10. It's been a very quiet night for Blackledge with the fouls. Chad Carlson hasn't been able to hit anything from outside. So they have not had as much going on the offensive end. The shot won't go. It bounces off of, haven't gotten the call yet. Trine wanted to say that it was off of Hope, but it looks like the referees are going to give it to Hope. And inbounds pass comes to Hawkins with the fresh shot clock. Score is 65-59. Inbounds pass to Mitchell. Mitchell, that one won't go. Rebound by Cody Stivey. He takes it up strong. He's fouled on the way up. Shot won't go. He wanted that one again. The emotion coming out, and he'll be at the line to shoot 2. 7:13 to go in the ball game.
And that is Will Dixon's 4th foul. A huge point guard for this Trine offense and huge member on this defensive squad, so it'll be interesting to see if they keep him in.
And just like that, Carly Dixon is going to be at the line, and now Adam Suzuki, so a little bit of confusion with the substitution patterns. Brooks Miller seems to have it figured out as he screams at his team. And Stivey will knock down the second as well. So a 4-point game here, as that is the smallest lead that Trine has had for at least the foreseeable past. Now Dobb gets doubled. He passes out of it, finds Dodson. Good help defense there from Cody Stivey. Dodson now goes to work down low. He throws up a shot. That one won't go. Rebound there by Copeland. What a play there. No, my apologies. That's Ellis Cummings. And so what a rebound by Ellis Cummings and an athletic play as he went to work on the boards. Now Chad Carlson comes left. Now finds Stivey. Stivey will take it up strong. Avoids the contact with the body. Kind of floated in the air and laid it in with the left hand. What a basket there by Cody Stivey.
And there's still 6:30 left to be played in this game, and I think if you're Stivey, you got to play Copeland hard because he's starting to go off, find his rhythm on the rebounds, and on those second chances.
It's Addison Dobb. He gets caught up in his dribble, now pulls up. High arcing shot. That one's left short, and Mitch O'Brien's going to track it down. He'll kick to Dante Hawkins to bring it across the timeline. 67-63, so just a 4-point game here at DeVos Fieldhouse as we're approaching 6 minutes to go in the ball game. Hawkins wants to set the offense, finds Stivey at the top of the paint. He goes to work, he's tripped on his way up, and we're going to get a foul call there. Stivey will be headed to the line for the one-on-one opportunity.
And normally we see the #1 post player for this Hope team is Harrison Blackledge. He really likes to do his post move, is known for those, and does really well against contact. And I think Cody Stivey's done a great job of making up for that while Harrison Blackledge is on the bench with 3 fouls right now. And so just props to Cody Stivey for really being a senior leader and picking up where his team needs it the most.
100%, and we love to see Stivey get into the basketball game as he has an opportunity here to really change it at the line as he knocks down that one. So a 3-point game here, 1-possession game is not something I've been able to say basically at all the entirety of this one, as pretty much since about 5 minutes to go in the first half up till this point with six minutes to go in the game, Trine has really had control of the basketball game.
We'll see Will Dixon sub back in.
Stivey's second shot goes, and now an inbounds play coming up for the Trine Thunder. That one's into Dobb as we have Dixon and Blackledge on the bench, both with 4 fouls. So the stars of the night are both kind of absent right now, but we'll see what the other guys can't do as we move along. Suzuki dribbling with the left hand, picks up the dribble, and now goes to Dixon, who's back in the game. My apologies, I was just talking about how he was out of it. Copeland kicks to Dobb, who steps back. That 3 won't go. Tipped away by Dobb, and running O'Brien, one after Dixon. Hope wanted the travel call, won't get it. Now ball movement finds Dodson. That one looks good, won't go. Rebound by Stivey as he pulls it down. And we've got a 2-point game with Hope coming around on offense. Hawkins will bring it across and a quick timeout by Coach Mitchell. And there's the crowd that we've been waiting for all night as they're on their feet here at DeVos Fieldhouse. We're going to get Harrison Blackledge back into the game as well as Langston Johnson. It'll be an entire 60 seconds, so maybe another chance here to talk about our sponsors, Lawrence and Vanderswork. Carly, you mentioned earlier the financial planning firm here in Holland. They do a lot for the community, a lot for our college, and also a lot for us, giving us a chance to make some money here on the side, talking about sports, talking about the things we love. So thank you to Lawrence and Vanderswork.
Yeah, and in
Cheerleaders out on the court, and the Duke crew is in full voice here.
And it'll be interesting to see if Harrison Blackledge is going to make a difference for this Hope team with 5:18 left to go. He's been on the bench kind of cold this entirety of the second half and a lot of the first half, so we'll see if he's been iced pretty well or if he's going to come out and make a difference.
I'd like to give a shout out to the men's soccer team as they're all sitting in their dorms. Apparently they have too much homework to actually be in DeVos Fieldhouse. I'm sure we could use the student body, so you wonder where they are while they're studying hard. So shout out to these guys as they're all blowing up my cell phone here. Now it looks like we're at a Lawrence and Vanderswork commercial, so we apologize if you're seeing that when we're talking about the men's soccer team in the game. But from our perspective, the game is back underway here as Cody Stivey will be ready to inbound with 5:18 left in the ball game to Dante Hawkins. Harrison Blackledge back in. It's O'Brien on one wing, Chad Carlson on the other. Inbounds pass to Blackledge. Finds Hawkins. Hawkins goes to work with the left-handed tie it. That one's rattling around, won't go. Stivey looks to pull the rebound down. Instead, it goes to Dobb. So Addison Dobb able to yank that one down. Good ball movement here from the Trine offense. Goes inside to Copeland. Copeland to work on Stivey. Has nowhere to go. He's stuck in the corner. He throws away. Dobb will chuck it up. This one's going off the glass and won't hit anything. So a shot clock violation, just what the doctor ordered. If you're the Hope College fans, again, a standing ovation of sorts from the DeVos Fieldhouse as Hope College is trying really to light the candle here in the late going.
Yeah, there's 4:32 left, and I guess if you're going to light the candle, now is a better time than any.
100%. We don't say it often, but lighting the candle, that's what we need. And I've been saying it all night. There's not much to get this crowd up and in voice, but here late in the game, if we can get a big shot from the Hope College offense, that's exactly what's going to happen. Chad Carlson with that shot as he lays it in with the right hand. What a drive there by, again, the smallest guy on the floor, making the biggest difference. And there it is, the standing ovation here from the DeVos Fieldhouse as everyone's on their feet.
And DeVos has erupted with energy.
Trine will pull it back out. Dodson on the near wing. He goes to work on Stivey. Pulls up, now kicks it out wide. That's Dobb with an open look from three. That one won't go. But the rebound there by Cummings. He kicks back to Dodson's, and Trine will get another opportunity on offense. It's Dixon as he fakes left and goes right. Tipped pass, and it comes to Cody Stivey. Just unbelievable from Cody Stivey tonight. Diaper dandy, if you're asking me. It's been absolutely unbelievable.
And smart move by Stivey there, not to panic,
Stivey
but
with
to
an
hold
open
on.
look. Instead passes to Hawkins. He goes long with it. A little bit too much on that one. And now Dixon come the other way. Tipped away by Mitch O'Brien, and it comes to Dante Hawkins. What a play by Mitch O'Brien. Just what they needed.
And something's happening with Trine doing so well on controlling the ball and maintaining the offense. It's now had back-to-back turnovers.
Dante Hawkins, top of the key. And what's the call here? It looks like Cody Stivey is at some sort of offensive foul. Off the ball, I know that for sure. Don't really know what it was for. Didn't even see him, but we're going to get a timeout. Possession to Trine. 2:45 to go in the ball game. All tied up at 67. Both teams at least in the single bonus. The Trine is actually, I apologize, Hope is actually in the double bonus. So that may be interesting as we go down the stretch, Carly.
Yeah. And I think that last call, what the ref was trying to get at is Stivey was setting a screen right there, and it looked like he moved just a little bit for a moving screen, which caused the blocking foul, which Coach Mitchell doesn't seem to be too pleased about, and no coach would be when it's 66, 67, 67 with 2:45 left in the game. I think if you're Hope, you got to come out and you got to make those high-quality shots. We saw Hawkins airball a 3, which is kind of uncharacteristic for him tonight, shooting or racking up 23 points tonight. We're going to need him to come out, and Hope's just really got to check out their shot selection, and Trine just got to take care of the ball. Going through a little bit of a mishap the last couple possessions on the offensive end. So Trine's done a great job this entire game of being in the driver's seat and maintaining control, and if somehow they can get that back, things will look good in Trine's favor.
According to some of the fans, that actually was a good call on Stivey. It seems like it was an illegal screen,
Yep.
Carly. So again, once again, my basketball knowledge is failing me. I do my best out here, and that's all we can ask for. Inbounds play coming up for the Trine Thunder. Kicked into Johnson, who finds Dobb. Now Dixon met there by Dante Hawkins. Comes across the Dobb. 19 to go on the shot clock, 2:32 in the game. Inside pass to Dodson, that one goes. And that's just exactly what Trine needed, a strong possession there, a quick bucket, and they have the 2-point lead once again. Dante Hawkins having a conversation with the referee just outside of 2 minutes to go in this one. Mitch O'Brien with the catch and pass to Chad Carlson, who goes inside to Cody Stivey. Cody Stivey doubled there. Now it's to pass out of it to Dennis Towns. Now it's rotated down to Chad Carlson for 3. That one won't go. Rebound tipped around, and eventually it's going to go out of bounds and stay with the Dutchman. 2:02 to go in the game. Blackledge back into the game for the Dutchman, as well as Ellis Cummings coming back in for the Trine Thunder.
Carlson having an unusual night, going 0 for 4 from the 3, which is normally a stat we don't see from him. Normally we see him go 4 for 4.
You know, Dante Hawkins has really been turning it on here for Hope, so he's the guy you want with the ball in his hands, kind of like an Allison Iverson player in my eyes, and that's what he's really been tonight, turning on the offense. But instead it's Chad Carlson who goes up with the right hand. Harrison Blackledge was there for the rebound, but had it stripped away, and Dixon will come down with it. 1:40 to go here, and Hope College has have to be pretty worried as we're getting down to crunch time here, looking for a primetime player to come out and maybe change things for them.
And Trine's going to waste as much time as they can, wind that clock down.
10 to go on the shot clock, 1:24 to go in the game. So still some possessions to be had, and Dixon going to work. He goes right, he pulls up. That shot looks good off the back iron. Rebound bounces around, comes down to nobody else but Dante Hawkins. So what a night he's having, 23 on the evening. He pulls out and will look to set the offense. Just over a minute to go. Spins out, finds Harrison Blackledge, but instead kicks down to Mitch O'Brien. Mitch O'Brien off the glass, that one goes. Tied game at 69.
And really smart play by Harrison Blackledge, knowing that you got a better chance of making that bunny.
The putback play off the missed 3, that was Dodson flying in there. So what a play there from Kyle Dodson, and we're going to get a timeout from Greg Mitchell and company with 36.5, 71-69 in favor of Trine. Huge possession coming up here for the Hope College Flying Dutchman.
And I've said it from the beginning, it's a huge thing for Hope, and the women's team struggles with this as well, but boxing out is huge. It's definitely one of those skills that gets lost in the college. A lot of people tend to rely on their height, but if someone would have boxed out right there, that second chance opportunity would never have happened.
Cheerleaders out on the floor trying to get this place to come alive. It's not happening really. Lots of tension in the air as Hope may be on their way to their first MIAA loss. Again, not trying to jinx anything, but we'll see what happens here.
Right. A lot can happen in 36.5 seconds. So we'll have to pay attention to Will Dixon, who has 4 fouls right now. If Hope somehow does make the 3 to get the lead, if there's going to be any fouling happen. Harrison Blackledge coming out with 3 fouls, so really got to pay attention to, Harrison Blackledge has 4 fouls, so 2 of the key players for this Hope team up there with fouls as we wind down in this game.
See what Coach Greg Mitchell has drawn up coming out of the timeout. You'd be interested to see if they go for the 3-point play here. Things haven't been falling from outside the perimeter very often for the Dutchmen. See whether they go aggressive or not here. Here's Carlson, he kicks to Stivey. Stivey passed up the 3-ball and will take it in strong. That one's high off the glass. Grabs his own miss and takes it up strong. Lays it back in. 21 seconds to go. Shot clock is off. We'll see if they hold for the last shot here, the Trine Thunder. Dixon goes left. He's met there by Hawkins and a timeout. That one was going to be stripped away by Mitch O'Brien. So 12.9 to go. 71-71. A full timeout for Trine. Man, my heart is pumping. I can barely focus on what I'm saying. And it really has been an incredible game tonight here at DeVos Fieldhouse on this Wednesday night.
And I think we just got to give a lot of props to Trine. I think Hope's done a really great job of coming back in this second half. But Trine came out here 6-4 in the conference. In these last couple games against Kalamazoo, and they played Adrian early on in the week, and they just really come out and really kind of revamped their team and what they stand for. So just props to Trine for coming out here and really showing the type of team they're made of and playing a great team offensive and defensive game tonight.
That's 100% correct, Carly. And you look at some of the play calling from Coach Greg Mitchell, and last night I had the opportunity to watch the Michigan Wolverines take on the Michigan State Spartans.
Go
and
Blue.
I'm trying to watch some basketball in my free time now and increase the basketball IQ. But you look at the offense that Tom Izzo runs at Michigan State, and wasn't going too hot for him last night, but very similar for Greg Mitchell as well. You know, you pass it around the perimeter, you have a lot of movement off the ball, and you're looking for that outside shot. And tonight, when that's not falling, and we're used to seeing this Hope team putting up upwards of 85 to 90 points a game, and really the difference has been that they're not getting that 3-ball to fall.
Right.
And for Trine, a lower scoring offense, they've been knocking down that 3-ball. And that really has been the difference. So you blame it on that, and with 12.9 seconds to go, we'll see what's drawn up for the Trine offense as the inbounds play is to come. Here's Dobb. He's at the top of the perimeter. He's turned around, finds Dodson. 7 seconds to go on the shot. He goes right, now left. Now fakes the shot and pulls up with it. That one won't go. Rebound by Cody Stivey. 1 second to go. Mitch O'Brien will have a look at it. That shot is going to hit the top of the buzzer. And Carly, we're getting paid extra tonight, and you're getting extra basketball. We are going to overtime here at DeVos Fieldhouse. 71-71 at the end of regulation. Carly, I don't really know the rules for extra time, so you're going to have to give me some of that. It looks like we're getting 5 minutes on the clock, and I guess in basketball it's just kind of 5 minutes and winner takes all. So that was a stupid comment, but we will move along as we advance, and we're getting ready. I'm going to have to turn the mic down as I'm laughing at myself. I think you might too, Carly. Might as well Carly, but either way, so it's Hawkins with 23 points. You see Dodson with 17 on the other side for Trine. You look at Dixon with 4 fouls. It's Blackledge with 4 fouls as we are moving into overtime here at DeVos Fieldhouse.
Yeah, and definitely not the game I expected to see tonight. I thought it was going to be a good game, but I was definitely not expecting an overtime game. And I think that's just really props to both teams and the skill that they have. And if you're trying, I'd say you go back to your defense. Your defense was winning you this game and really giving you the shot opportunities that you wanted. And if your hope, it's the spark's been lit and you got to keep it going. Find those offensive opportunities. Don't rely on your three-pointer because that obviously has not helped you out throughout this game. Really pass the ball around and get your defense going as well.
100%. And you got to think, in a 5-minute game, with the way things have been going in the second half, I personally favor the Dutchman in just basketball on basketball.
Right.
You know, you're not in as much of a crunch time situation anymore. You're not in a situation where teams are looking to foul. You're not in a situation where players are worried about how much time is left on the clock, at least for the first couple minutes of overtime.
Right.
So I think we're going to see some wide open action here as players are starting to tire and things are just going to move along in this overtime period. The tip as Stivey wins that one, just like he did at the beginning of the game, back to Chad Carlson.
Yeah, I think it's going to come down to the team that's going to maintain composure and not be frazzled by the circumstances of the game.
Here's Chad Carlson. He kicks down to Dante Hawkins in the corner. Hawkins surveys his options. Doesn't have anywhere to go. Tries to go inside, but that one's off a foot of Johnson and will stay with the Dutchman. 15 seconds back on the shot clock. Inbounds to Carlson, who finds Blackledge. Blackledge gives it across to Hawkins. 8 seconds to go on the shot clock. Hawkins will go to work. He kicks out to Mitch O'Brien. Wide open three. That one's good. And just like that, Hope has their first lead of the night here in overtime. 74-71. 4 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the ball game. Dixon gets baseline, pulls up through the paint, has to pass out of his shot, but somehow it makes its way to Dobb, and Trine gets lucky there, will retain possession. Carlson on defense. Kicks back out to Dixon, but he goes inside, and this time it is a turnover as it's picked off by none other than Cody Stivey.
I got to say, that's like his third steal of the night, which is unusual from a big man.
We have seen some wayward passes inside Carly, and maybe that's to blame. Here's Stivey on the other end. He goes to work. No foul there, and he gets it off the glass. So up by 5 is Hope College, 76-71. Looked like a bit of a flop there from the Trine defender, and the refs did a good job of keeping their whistles out of their mouths, and now Johnson will go the other way. Stivey was looking for another steal there. Instead, Dotson pulls up right around the charity stripe, doesn't have anywhere to go with it, and lays it off, but he'll get it right back, goes for 3. That's going to be pulled down, and actually an over-the-back call by Ellis Cummings, and Harrison Blackledge is going to walk the length of the floor, and he's in the double bonus, if I'm not mistaken, and he'll knock those down. A timeout here by Brooks Miller, who is in the face of the referee. He has to be careful because you don't want to turn this into a technical situation, especially in an overtime period. 3 minutes and 15 seconds left to go. Hope has jumped out to the lead, 76-71, and maybe they will be able to survive and dodge this bullet.
And I just got to say, props to Blackledge right there. That's a box out I've been asking for this entire game, and that's what happens when you box out. You get the over-the-back call in your favor, and it sends you to the line. So great job by Blackledge. And I think great composure by Coach Miller. It's definitely a high-emotion game, a lot of pressure going on. But I talked to Coach Mitchell yesterday in class, and he speaks very highly of Coach Miller, says very relaxed, very experienced and great coach, and always nice to coach against Coach Miller. So just really cool to hear Coach Mitchell say some really great things about Coach Miller.
You bet. And Greg Mitchell's the type of guy that if he's saying nice things about you, then that's a pretty good sign of your character and also your stature as a basketball coach. Obviously, he's only been here for this is his 3rd season, but still what he's done here, obviously the storied program of Hope College basketball, and you think about the coaches that came through here before, the players that have come through Hope, the staff that is still around Hope. I mean, our athletic director, Tim Schooneveld, many moons ago was a basketball player. Don't tell him that I said that because he'll be at my neck.
And
but
Greg Mitchell as well.
Greg Mitchell as well, there you go. So this, again, it's really is a cool thing. You look at all the names and all of the people that have come through this program, and they've just kind of hung around and made it what it is today. Harrison Blackledge, one of those names that will eventually probably go down in the record books. The senior from Canton, Ohio, with 2 of the biggest shots of the season here. First one will go. So despite being on the bench, the senior remains clutch and looking now for his 6th point. of the evening.
And I think if you're Harrison Blackledge, that's exactly what you needed to do. Rounding out with 6 points tonight, definitely not the normal scoring we see from him, but definitely the kind of senior leadership we needed from him in this final stretch.
Dixon gets it in the other direction, so there it is. Harrison Blackledge knocks down 2, lead is up to 7. Inside to Copeland, who goes to work on Towns. Nice layup there, that one won't go. Tipped around, and now it's thrown back up by the basket, but it's pulled down eventually by Stivey, who has 21 points on the night. I'm not sure how many rebounds, but he's been absolutely everywhere. He's got 8 rebounds. We don't have the turnovers up here, but 21 points and 8 boards for Cody Stivey, and now on the other end, it's a timeout for the Dutchmen. They want a full timeout, so Greg Mitchell to talk things over with 2:49 to go in the ball game. 78-71. Trine hasn't scored in overtime. Everything seems to have just kind of stopped since about 5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter if you're Trine. And I'm looking over, I'm not sure which assistant coach it is, but a Trine Thunder assistant coach outside the huddle is just with his head down, hands on his hips in disbelief, and that's kind of been the story for them here later in the game.
Yeah, I gotta say, at one point they had at least a 10-point lead going on for Trine, and they thought they had this game in the bag. And honest to goodness, I thought Trine did too. The way they were playing tonight, the way their defense came out. But this Hope team is just so athletic and works when they want to work well together. This is what happens. They bring it into overtime and they get the lead by 7 points. But you can't discount this Trine team, and you don't know what they're capable of. They could hit a couple big threes, shooting. Now 45% from the 3, but at one point shooting 66 from the 3, so definitely not afraid to shoot that. So with 2:49 left, I still think it can be anyone's game.
You're right, Carly, and when it comes down to it, you got to have your shooter shooting, and for Hope that hasn't been the strategy, obviously, if the shots haven't been falling. But if you're trying, you're looking for guys like Suzuki, maybe Dobb from outside, even Dixon can pull up. If Copeland's not getting anything down low, you're going to have to count on your three-point shooters to bring this game back here early. And a foul there on Copeland or Suzuki, not sure which. And it's going to put Blackledge at the line, so an interesting strategy there. So the reach and foul was called, and in the double bonus, Harrison will get 2 chances here when he wasn't even anywhere near the basket. Harrison crouches and in front of a silent DeVos Fieldhouse knocks it down, so 79-71 here with 2:41 and to go in overtime. Blackledge with the second opportunity.
Blackledge shooting about 77% from the line, and so not the guy that you want to be at the line if you're trying.
Nope, he is as collected as they come, especially down the stretch. So much maturity that he shows in every situation. This pass is tipped away, and it comes to Carlson, and Trine is falling apart. Hear the whoops and the hollers from behind me, and so that's what it took for the Hope faithful to come alive. Is really this is what they came to see, and that's a Hope College dominant performance.
And I think Mitch O'Brien can be credited to 3 or 4 of those turnovers. He really gets in their face, tips the ball out, and does a great job, and has really made some of those big plays.
What a pass there by Dante Hawkins. An underhand, left-handed, he spun it right into Mitch O'Brien with an equally as nice finish. Looked like a travel there from Dixon, but he got it off to Dodson. Now it goes down low. A 3 chance here, that's Johnson. So that's just what the doctor ordered at 82-74 for Trine. Hawkins will go to work, under 2 minutes to go in the ball game, 1:45 left. So just over 90 ticks, and this one will be over. Stivey gets caught in the double, but then kicks to Hawkins. Hawkins catches and kicks to Carlson. 12 to go on the shot clock, 1:30 to go in the game. Hawkins looks down his defender, and now will go to work. He finds Blackledge, kicks out to O'Brien. O'Brien with a big chance. That one misses short, and now 1:20 to go as Trine's looking to push. Dixon brings it across, pulls up from 3. He's met there by Stivey, who rejects it. Hawkins collects and looks around. Blackledge gives him a high five. What a play by Cody Stivey, and DeVos Fieldhouse is on their feet once again.
And I know we've said a lot about Dante Hawkins tonight, and I mean, he's done a fantastic job with 23 points, but Cody Stivey just coming in with 21 points, 8 or 9 rebounds, and just doing a great job on the steals, getting another rebound right there, and this senior is just keeping this team alive.
Here's Blackledge. He collects and finds Stivey. So what a rebound there by Stivey. The kid doesn't stop, and now Hawkins has a chance to look it over with the 8-point lead, and he's eventually going to get fouled. He'll be at the line, and now what stands in between hope and a W is nothing but free throws.
And Steve, I don't know about you, but if you would have asked us about a half hour ago that this is going to be the situation right now, I think we both would have laughed in their faces.
You're 100% right, Carly. 100% right. That one from Hawkins won't go, so still a little bit of life left if you're a Trine fan. And here's a key to victory. Rob McGivney checking into the game, late on, just a player you want to see on the floor. Cody Stivey takes a seat. Dante Hawkins takes a seat, off to some applause. You also get a chance to see number 12, or no, that's not number 12, that's instead,
22?
if I can find him on the roster, 22, Riley Lewis, the freshman, to get some key, invaluable experience here in an overtime game. Basket is good for Trine. McGivney to rebound, and now getting out of it is O'Brien, and Riley Lewis will have a chance. He had a clear lane to the basket. Instead, he pulls out and will pass to Mitch O'Brien. So a mature move there. It shows you what Carlson and company are able to do, specifically Coach Mitchell. He gives Riley Lewis a slap on the butt, and Carlson's going to be able to look this one out. Shot clock is going to go off, so I don't know what they're going to do about that.
Coach Mitchell's giving him the okay, so he can shoot it if he wants it.
Riley Lewis pulls up. That one won't go. And with 3 seconds to go in the shot clock, in the game, Copeland throws it up. That doesn't matter. Won't go. Hope escapes. Sure defeat here. 83-76 in overtime over the Trine Thunder from Indiana. And just like that, Hope will stay at 11-0. Trine will fall to 6-5 in MIAA play. And Hope will stay atop. They've clinched the division, or at least they've clinched the shared title from what you were saying early on. So they could lose every single game here from here on out and still have a shared MIAA title with Calvin. But that'll do it, folks. So here at DeVos Fieldhouse, your final score, Hope 83, Trine 76. It's been Carly Van Swoel alongside Steve Minnig. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.